My apologies to anyone who is watching this video from English 111. I did not record the Zoom this week, so I'm doing a screencast instead. I'm going to just hit the high points, and if you have questions about anything, you're welcome to email me and reach out and we can talk about it in more detail. I start with the schedule. It's important to remind you that the cause and effect analysis is due tonight. If you haven't submitted that yet, you still can do that. And then we're starting the persuasive research report, which is going to be the last paper that you'll write. This paper will eventually turn into a TED Talk oral presentation, so consider your classmates as your audience as you are deciding what to write about and how to pull your paper together. So we started with the week 9 materials today and essentially began by going over the guidelines for the persuasive research report. So we'll start there. The assignment guidelines, the rubric, sample essay, and I also had a list of some topics and research questions from previous semesters. So we will take a look at that as well. The guidelines include the length of the paper and the format. Essentially what you're doing is you're going to be writing about any topic that relates to inequality of some sort. It just needs to be a persuasive topic. So you're going to be looking at any kind of gender, race, wealth inequality, immigrant experiences, LGBTQ experiences. We're going to talk about addiction and disability and prisoner experiences. There's all kinds of things that you can explore. So you are going to be submitting a research question to me. You're actually going to be choosing 3 research questions, and I'll be approving your first choice as long as it meets the guidelines. So I'll show you that link in a minute. You're going to be writing persuasive research, which means it needs to be something that is based in research, but it also needs to be something that you can argue. There should be opponents to it. You're going to need at least 7 credible sources. One of them needs to come from a Delaware Tech database. The rest can come from the internet, but you do have to do a source evaluation and evaluate your sources for currency, relevance, accuracy, authority, and purpose. So keep that in mind. No more than 10 sources total. The process involves the following steps. The format is listed here. What's worth keeping in mind is the length. This is approximately 7 to 10 page research paper, so you are going to have to really use your sources to support your points. That's going to be the bulk of your report. This is third person point of view only, no first or second person point of view anywhere. And these guidelines also include information about your content and the structure of your report. So please review these guidelines carefully as you begin to work on this assignment. You will need to have 4 to 6 major supporting points. One of those can be background or context if it needs to be, but the rest does need to be persuasive. It's also a research report, so you're going to need to have citations everywhere. You can't make statements in a research report if you don't have data or evidence to back it up. So keep that in mind. It's going to be really key that you find good sources. There is a rubric that you have access to. You can see what I'm going to be grading you on in terms of your final research report. So make sure that you're reviewing that so that you know what to be looking for. This is a sample paper that's located in the course. You can access this on your own and take a look at it. You'll see that the introduction is well developed. There are section headers as per APA format. There are 4 to 6 sections, and those show up in the thesis statement in the order that they are presented in the report. So keep that in mind. Each one of these sections is almost like a paper in itself. This one is about 2 pages long. So you're going to want to develop your ideas very well and make sure that you are using your sources throughout. As I said, this is a research report. Relying on your research and including those citations is vital to doing a good job. You'll also need to have a very well-developed conclusion at the end of your report. You can see this one is pretty lengthy. It's a good summary of all the main points in the several different sections, and then tie back into the thesis statement. Full APA formatted references page and title page, of course, is required. Make sure that you're reviewing all the APA materials in the course. There's an APA guide and several videos available to help. Let me know also if you have any questions about the APA piece. So that's the basic overview of the research report. What we're doing right now is we're finding our research questions. If we go back into week 9, this week we talked a little bit about the elements of research. We talked about the argument, the need for evidence, the idea that your classmates are going to be your audience, so you need to think about them when you're designing your report, and the idea of including some counter evidence or counter argument that you can refute. So this is important because you know that your audience is already going to be arguing with you, right? Because you're writing a persuasive report, so you're writing to your biggest opponent. So you know that they're going to be arguing with you in their head, and what you want to do is kind of co-opt that, right? You want to be proactive, address the counter argument, and then provide evidence to refute it. That's going to strengthen your persuasive report. So these are the elements of research. You can certainly click on these links and follow it through to find more information. We did talk about how to write a research question. It needs to be focused, it needs to be concise, complex, arguable. So there are some examples here of kind of vague, ambiguous, or simple research statements, and there are some examples of how we can improve them. So I want you to think about this when you're discussing your own research question. We did look at some research questions from previous semesters, so I will put these on the screen for you. What kind of police reform strategies will promote a safer environment and diminish police brutality? What is the relationship between how we perceive a certain group and how we create inequality from those perceptions? That question led to this thesis statement. Humanizing one's perceptions of differing groups will decrease inequality. This was a thesis statement from one of the students in a previous semester, requiring urgent action be taken to help correct the justice system. We have a question about why are racism and sexism prevalent in social media. I think that's a pretty broad statement, but the student was able to narrow that down in their thesis statement. Social media is easily used as a tool to express racism and sexism due to its anonymity, the use of social media via protesting and online harassment, and several cases in which racism and sexism prevailed. So you can see how the thesis statement comes from the research question. So we're going to start by developing a research question. There's a link here on the week 9 page where you can go to submit your first choice, second choice, third choice, and then check back in on this document to make sure that I have approved it. If I haven't approved it, I will give you some guidance and some notes about what you should be doing instead, or how you can edit your question. So that's the first thing that you need to be doing for this assignment. There are some readings for this week. Of course, there's a reflective journal. And then I want you to be thinking about this source evaluation. This assignment is going to be due in 2 weeks, so you don't have to turn it in next week. But since you're going to be finding your sources after I've approved your topic, it makes sense to complete the source evaluation right now. So this source evaluation document asks you to You'll answer these first 2 questions. The other 2 are going to wait until you get to the outline stage. And then you're going to be evaluating the sources that you find. It's so important that you use credible research for your research report. This is worth a grade. You have to be able to accurately evaluate your sources, and I'll have to approve them before you can use them. So you're going to use this tool. There is some information here about kind of what you should be thinking about in terms of each metric. There's a sample of what it looks like when it's complete, and then there's a blank document for you to do yours. You're going to do a complete evaluation for source 1, just like this one. And then for the remaining sources, you're just going to include the APA reference and an overall evaluation. The overall evaluation should mention all of the elements of the CRAP test. You just don't have to break it down and evaluate them all separately. You can kind of condense it into one statement. So you should have at least 7 sources. If you have more, you must include them on your source evaluation as well. Remember that you must have at least 7 and you can't have more than 10. So keep that in mind. So you'll be working on this week as you find your sources. Let me know if you have any questions. Remember that you'll need to get your topic approved first. So after you put your research questions on this document, you'll need to check back in and make sure that I've approved your research question before you begin finding sources and completing the source evaluation document. And there's also the Unit 3 discussion board this week. You can choose one of your journal entries from Unit 3 if you're comfortable doing that, or you can choose one of the Unit 3 prompts and write something new to share with your classmates. That's the overall assignment that's due this week. Again, I'm sorry that I didn't record the Zoom meeting today while we were talking through the elements of research and how to write a research question. But these resources are available in the course, and you're welcome to explore the additional links. And if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me and let me know, and I'll help clarify anything that wasn't included in this video.